Hello. Hello, Leanne. Hello, Anita. Welcome. Turn this mic on. Testing, testing. It's just about 12 o'clock, so just give folks a moment to arrive. Glad to see you all. Hi, Shari. Just letting a couple more people in. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Got a couple people hovering close by the hammocks, but looks like they're trying to decide whether to join meditation or whether they're going to go to lunch at Backyard. Some beautiful aromas wafting over from Backyard. So welcome to RTPfit Meditation. This series will continue until the end of November. And just a little housekeeping, I will be here next week. And then the following 2 weeks, I have a beautiful substitute teacher, Pallavi Joa. And she was one of my colleagues in the certification program that I did. It was a 2-year certification with Tara Brock and Jack Cornfield, two renowned teachers that maybe you all have heard of. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're talking about acceptance and non-judging. And for the rest of the series, we will be talking about subjects that are the attitudinal foundations for mindfulness. And these are two really joined attitudinal foundations for mindfulness: acceptance and non-judging. Welcome. Thank you for coming. You can just grab a hammock. So, hi. So the first thing to notice is you can just make yourself comfortable in a hammock. If it's too low to the ground, you can just pull it up. Yeah. I will just let you know that there are some ants in that. This is why I'm sitting up, that I've had an ant problem this season. And because we don't want to use any pest control out here, just letting somebody that's here know that we don't want to use any pest control, we have a little chair and desk now. And you can adjust the hammock up on the tree if you want. Okay, great. So we're talking about acceptance and non-judging. So the first thing with mindfulness is just to notice what's happening. Notice what's happening within ourselves, accept it, and not judge. And that might sound easy. But outside of a meditation, mindfulness meditation practice, it can be quite difficult. So the process is really to notice when judgments arise. Just witness what is coming up. Notice what's coming up in the body or in the mind around that judgment. Recognize the thoughts that are there without, pushing them away or clinging to them. And then to move forward with clarity, doing our best to stay present with the direct experience. So the truth is, without practicing acceptance and non-judgment, we can't be mindful. But when we do practice acceptance and non-judgment, it opens up a whole new dimension of life. Really brings us freedom. So there are some wonderful benefits to acceptance and non-judgment, we really can get into a more direct contact with life's beauty. So we can let go and really experience life less in a this isn't how I want it to be, this is how I want it to be, but just in appreciation for what is. It also can help us step away from this idea of always wanting more. Letting go of the idea that what we already have isn't enough, and just being in gratitude and appreciation of what we do have as being plenty. Living in acceptance and non-judgment can also help us cultivate a peaceful mind. We can let go of the judgment of our life or ourselves or parts of our life as being bad. You know, this sensation of the stress, the worry, and just, you know, in the mindful life, what's happening now, and turning towards gentleness, loving kindness. And it leads to clarity, being in acceptance and non-judgment, rather than reacting, slowing down, breathing, seeing clearly what's really happening. So when we practice our mindful meditation, we build the familiarity with the quality of acceptance and non-judgment. Because every time we notice that our mind has wandered, we just practice this acceptance and non-judgment by gently returning our attention to our object of awareness. And today that object of awareness will be our breath. So if you haven't already settled in, just invite you to wiggle your spine into alignment. And if you're sitting on the earth, just sensing your sit bones connected to the earth. If you're sitting in a chair, sensing your feet connected to the earth. If you're lying down, just sensing your body being held. However it is that you're positioned, just allowing yourself to be fully supported by the earth, the chair, the hammock. Just let whatever's supporting you hold you, and allow yourself to relax. Letting your eyes gently close or soften, lowering your gaze. And checking in with the sensation of the body. And what emotions are present in this moment. Noticing as best you can what your mind's doing. And letting all that be just as it is. Letting yourself be just as you are. And now just bringing your awareness into the body to notice the sensations of breath. And if it's helpful, taking 2 or 3 breaths that are a bit deeper than you normally would take, just to sense that place in your body where you feel the breath the most. And this might be where you find your breath is most pleasant. Could be in your chest, could be in your belly, might even be in the back of your throat or in your nostrils. And now letting go of your control of the breath, not manipulating it in any way, just trusting the wisdom of your body to breathe. Now just observing the breath rather than trying to control it. And just noticing what you notice. Doing your best to keep your awareness on the breath and just noticing the inhale, the exhale. Maybe you notice how the breath expands the chest on the inhale and falls away on the exhale. Maybe you sense a lifting of the chest on the inhale and that fall away on the exhale. Just tracking your breath, tracking the cycle of the breath best as you can. And when the mind wanders, as it will, gentle acceptance, non-judgment, coming back. That's the practice. And as you track the sensations of the breath, that inhale and that exhale. Just seeing if you can lean in closer to the sensations. Just allowing yourself to get as close as you can to the sensation of the breath. Deepening your awareness. We're using the awareness of the breath as the anchor to the present moment. So with each breath, noticing this moment right here, this moment right now, with acceptance, non-judgment. So noticing this breath right here. Noticing this moment right now. Noticing each breath as it develops. Breathing in and noticing any tension in your body and allowing it to be released on the exhale. And then any tension that's left over, just allowing it to be just as it is. Just breathing in, awareness of tension, breathing out, inviting release, and then just being with what's still tight or tense, with that loving, accepting, non-judging. Noticing this breath right here. being with the soundscape, being with the breath, being with whatever arises to remind us of the practice, acceptance, non-judgment, noticing, coming back to the anchor. This breath right here, this moment right now, and where is your attention now? And where does it go? Where does it go during these moments, these quiet moments? And every time we notice our mind has wandered, it's the practice. It's a moment of mindfulness, a moment to know we're practicing, or we can practice this foundational attitude of mindfulness, acceptance, non-judgment. It's an opportunity to know we're doing the practice. Gently bringing full awareness back to the breath. Sensing the breath in the chest, the belly, the back of the throat, the nostrils, wherever it is that you find it most pleasant, wherever it is that you most easily connect. This familiar cycle of the inhale and the exhale. This reliable anchor to the present moment. This breath right here, right now. This breath. This breath. This breath right here. This moment right now. Giving yourself the space to be just as you are. Giving yourself the space to be just as you are, breathing in and breathing out, right here in this moment. Resting in your natural presence, resting in acceptance and non-judgment, gentle, loving awareness. And listening to these words from Dana Faulds before I ring the bell and you open your eyes. Breath of life. I breathe in all that is, awareness expanding to take everything in as if my heart beats the world into being. From the unnamed vastness beneath the mind, I breathe my way into wholeness and healing. Inhalation, exhalation, each breath a yes, and a letting go, a journey, and a coming home. Thank you. I'll stay on for a few moments if anyone has any questions. Next week we have non-striving in a culture where we strive. I hope you'll be with me. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Anita. Good to see you again. Shari, Dawn, Leanne, thank you for being here. Thank you, Shari. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Dawn. You are appreciated as well. Thank you so much.